to the minute deadline, then we'll go live. All right, everybody. This is Poncho, Blazing ATM, aka Reverend Joseph James Holland, at your service, and welcome in because I'm the social media and YouTube legend and future First Ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, staying saved, living right, doing God's will, and keeping heaven my home. Hey, cutie doggy, I see you. The Sierra Allen's dog, Sierra Tibbet's dog. Sierra Tibbet, Sierra Allen, a cutie pie. Ooh la la. Sierra Allen, my baby girl right there. Sierra Allen Tibbet. Ooh la la. That booty's so fine. Oh yes it is. Her booty definitely fine. Oh yes. Can't wait to get that someday. Can't wait to get her one day too, for real. But in that situation, I want to welcome everybody, and somebody say, everybody to the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. This is episode 185. We're on the 185th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, and everybody is welcome at this time, whether you're tuning in through the live recording or through the previous recording. I appreciate everybody tuning in right now for the live stream and through the previous recording at this time. And along with that, to all the YouTube Live Nation chat, I appreciate all you all, YouTube Live Nation, for tuning in very much. If you're now tuning in, let me know how old you are and where you're from. That way we can officially shout you out properly. And if this is your first time ever in any of my live recordings and live broadcasts or anything at all, let me know so that way we can welcome you as a first-time visitor and welcome you with open arms. And I love to see Brandy right there. Ooh la la, my. Oh, Brandy, for her fine self, her beautiful self. Oh, yes. But you all are, we are close to the 200 episode. So we are 15 episodes. And somebody say 15 episodes away before we officially hit the 200 mark on the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. I'm so excited that we are close to 200 episodes. It is a true blessing. For 185 episodes, you all have rocked with me. You all have been there with me through every step of the way, from the very first episode all the way up into the 185th episode and right now. I just want to take this time to say thank you all for always supporting me. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for always reaching out to me every step of the way. I greatly appreciate you all very, very much. You all are loved, adored, and appreciated by me very much. In the building, it looks like we have ST Bing Boys in the house. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in very much. Let me know how old you are and where you're from. That way we can shout you out properly. And to all the YouTube Live Nation chat, I appreciate everybody tuning in all around the world, no matter where you're at, whether you're from the United States of America, North America, or from an international country, whether you're black, white, whether you're a baby, a child, a teenager, whatever the case may be, whether you're a middle-aged adult, a young adult, a mature adult, an elderly adult, no matter what race, color, religion, culture you're from, I appreciate everybody always tuning in. And speaking of that, we got OMR tuning in. OMR tuning in. Welcome to the YouTube Live Nation chat. We are so happy to have you. And we got Stanley D tuning in. Thank you both for tuning in to the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, and thank you all for tuning into the YouTube Live Nation chat. Let me know how old you all are, where you're from. That way we can shout you out properly. And remember, Be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe to Poncho Hall and Vivo in order to receive live notifications and in order to join the YouTube Live Nation chat. And I want to say Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody all in the entire world. I appreciate everybody tuning in on this special broadcast of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. It is Valentine's Day, and we're here to talk about Valentine's Day and what love is really all about. Now, for me, Stanley, I'm on my way to in-person work. So I'm on my way going to in-person work in the blue and white in Harlan, Kentucky. So that's where I'll be headed to in a little bit. I'll be headed to Harlan, Kentucky. But for right now, I'm driving in the small city in Kermit, Kentucky. So I'm currently in Kermit, Kentucky as of right now. But I want to let everybody know before we officially get started that the NBA All-Star Weekend has officially started as of last night and is continuing tonight and tomorrow night. Now, last night it was the Rising Stars Challenge. In addition to that, it was also the Celebrity Game. And for the Celebrity Game, the MVP went to Rome Fly. Now, Rome Fly has recently starred in the series The Godfather of Harlem Season 4. And he done an excellent job the past 2 years in the Celebrity Game, basketball game. Now for me, DTH, my work is in Harlan, Kentucky. So my in-person work is currently in Harlan, Kentucky. So I rep the blue and white in person in Harlan, Kentucky. But DTH, welcome in to the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. I appreciate you tuning in very much. Let me know how old you are and where you're from. That way we can shout you out properly. And Stanley, you're in Arizona in a revival? Okay. Hey, I love to hear about revivals. I appreciate revivals so much. And revivals are always needed around the world. So I 100% agree with you going to a revival. And churches and everybody in general, we all need revivals. And the best all-time revival I could think of is Reverend A.A. Allen. A.A. Allen always did a tremendous job. The late, great A.A. Allen always did a great job in the revivals. So I give a whole lot of props to revivals very much. So I cannot reveal the name, DH, of where I work at due to copyright issues and just copyright issues and legal issues. But I'll tell you this. I do work in a blue and white company. So there's only 3 blue and white companies in Harlan, Kentucky that I know of. So the blue and white company that I work for, they across the street right from the Kentucky State Police Office. So if you can locate the Kentucky State Police Office in Harlan, Kentucky, then you know where I'm talking about, across the street where the blue and white company is that I work for. But I tell you, the blue and white company that I work for, they have been tremendous. From the start that I was there, they recognized who I was as a social media and YouTube legend and future first ballot Hall of Famer. And they know me as a public figure and celebrity. So I get literally fans and people coming all the time talking to me and everything. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in on this special broadcast of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 185. It is a special edition of Valentine's Day. I did not think I was going to be on, but a lot of you all asked to see if I was going to tune in for Valentine's Day, and everything worked out apparently. So I am here, and we are ready for this episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. But before that, we are going to take our first commercial break real quickly. When we come right back, we are going to talk and begin on our topics, especially with Valentine's Day. So stay tuned. We'll be back in about the next 2 minutes at the most. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially back live for the Talk of Poncho's Palace, episode 185. I'm so excited to be here with all of you all today. And God bless you, Stanley Adi. I definitely hope everything goes well for you today, also. I just appreciate all of y'all being here with me and everything. It's always a blessing and an honor to be here with you all at all times. Like I said, thank you all so much for rocking with me for 185 episodes. 185 episodes of just being here with you all, communicating and talking to you all on a daily basis. Every chance that I get, I definitely appreciate this very, very much. And I'll say this before we officially get started. It's all about connecting, engaging, and communicating. We are about CECing it here. We connect, we engage, and we communicate with everybody all around the world. So no matter where you're from, what race you are, what culture you are, or what background you come from, we all about connecting, engaging, and communicating with everybody here around the world. And I appreciate all of you all very, very much. And with that being in mind, we are going to go ahead and move on to our topics for today. So it is a special broadcast of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 185, because it is Valentine's Day. And happy Valentine's Day to everybody all around the whole world. Whether you're taken or whether you're single, I hope that everybody has a great Valentine's Day. And everybody definitely has mixed emotions about Valentine's Day. Some like it, some don't. So now I will be honest with you all. I think Valentine's Day is a great concept, and we should celebrate Valentine's Day. I appreciate the thought of Valentine's Day, and to be honest, love should be celebrated every day. We should be celebrating love all the time, every single day. That's just me. But Valentine's Day is not one of my favorites. As a matter of fact, it's probably my least favorite holiday, Valentine's Day is. And I'm sorry about that if I'm a buzzkill about that. Like I said, I love the concept of Valentine's Day. I think it is great overall. I personally just don't like Valentine's Day. I think it's one of the worst holidays ever. That's just me though. But I hope that it changes for me someday. I hope for Valentine's Day that it turns into one of my favorite all-time holidays. We'll have to wait and see in the future. But I will tell you this. There have only been 2 great Valentine's Day moments that I've had ever in history. And the first great Valentine's Day moment that I had was 2011. In 2011, I was talking to a woman at the time in Harlan County High School. I was really liking this girl a lot. I thought she was perfect for me. And that was one of the greatest days ever of my life because I actually got to talk to her and give her a gift. So that was just a blessing in a moment right there for me that I always will remember. Not only that, but that night, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson came back. For the first time in 7 years, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stepped in a professional wrestling ring and came back to professional wrestling. And to see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson back at that time was a great moment and necessary and needed for me, if nobody else. Because at that time, he was coming back to host WrestleMania 27 and coming back to the wrestling business in general. And that's a moment that I'll always remember for me. If that moment had not have happened, my Valentine's Day probably would have been just like every other Valentine's Day, not so good at all. But I definitely appreciate Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for coming back to professional wrestling at that time, because it was needed at the time, and it was very necessary for me, if nobody else. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, wherever you're at listening and watching all around the world, thank you for that moment on Valentine's Day of 2011. Thank you for creating that moment. That moment will always stick out to me all the time. And speaking of that, the only other Valentine's Day that's memorable for me is 2019. At that time, 2019, I was dating a woman in Everett, Kentucky, by the name by AJN, Amelia Jade Napier. For those of y'all that don't know who she is in Everett, Kentucky, Berta, Kentucky. And AJN, very beautiful she is. I dated her at the time. And along with that, my cousin was getting married. And to see my cousin be married around that time that I was dating AJN was a true blessing. Any time that you go to a marriage is just a blessing overall in general. But to go to a marriage and for you to be taken, now that's a double win right there. And that moment will always stick out to me right there. I appreciate everybody during that time. Everybody was really good and still good to me, and I'll always be grateful for that. And to see my cousin be married, Lorenza Hernandez, that was just a great moment and honor right there, to be able to see her be married. And to this day, she's still married with her husband Aaron, and they're still doing great. I appreciate both of them very, very much. They will always have my heart, regardless. And Lorenz is one of my favorite cousins ever from Hazard, Kentucky. She is incredible, and just grateful to be family with her overall. Well, next we're going to talk about love songs. Now, a lot of love songs go all around the world. There's R&B love songs, rap, hip-hop love songs. We all dance to them. We all get down with them. Now, some of the best songs to dance to is, for example, Motivation by Kelly Rowland and Lil Wayne. When that song hits, everybody is on the dance floor dancing. Weather by Twista and Erica. That song everybody dances to. And another one that everybody dances to is Get Low by Little John. Everybody is on the dance floor when that song Get Low goes on the dance floor. And then Drop It Low by Esther Dean. Esther Dean created that song very well. And Drop It Low, everybody dances to Drop It Low. If you don't dance to the Drop It Low, there's something wrong with you right there. But What's Love Got to Do With It by Tina Turner? That would be one of the all-time greatest love songs right there. And then So Special by John Legend. That song really hits you right there. So Special by John Legend does. But now, I've created a lot of love songs over the years. Just to give you some examples. Real Love Remix, Real Love G-Mix. All three of those songs I've created. My Love Is For You. My Love Is For You is definitely one of my favorites. And then I Got the Ladies With Me. I got the ladies with me, ladies. I got the ladies with me. And my love is for you. And you already know that my love is for you. Those are two of my favorites right there. And then I'm in love with the ladies. 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 Oh, I'm definitely in love with the ladies and women all around the world, all the time, 24/7. And then Miss Amazin, that's definitely one of my all-time favorites. And then you my Miss Amazing girl, you my Miss Amazing. You my Miss Amazing girl, you my Miss Amazing. And then the Blazing Express. Let's go enjoy the ride on the Blazing Express. Let's go enjoy the ride on the Blazing Express. And then who can forget Sweet Paradise, Sweet Paradise, oh, Sweet Paradise. Just a fine example of love songs that I've created over the years. And then who can also forget She's the one for me when I'm down and out. She's the one for me. Oh, she's the one for me. Oh, she's the one for me. Oh, she's the one for me. She's the one. She's the one. She's the one for me. Definitely one of my all-time favorites right there. But just to be able to create love songs on the fly, that's just tremendous. And then on Vibrate, oh, we going on Vibrate. And then who can forget? I wish I never had you at all. I wish I never had you at all. Definitely a creative love song for me. I love creating love songs, honestly. They're some of my favorite and greatest songs ever of all time. And I just want to let you know, before we officially go to commercial break real quick, Global Force Records Incorporated, GFR Incorporated, had its 2026 musical performance, Valentine's Day musical performance. Be sure to follow Global Force Records Incorporated on YouTube and Facebook. That way you can check out those performances in full. And we'll be right back after these following messages in about the next 30 seconds. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. This is episode 185. We're on the 185th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, which means that we're just 15 episodes, and somebody say 15 episodes. 15 episodes away before we officially hit the 200th anniversary episode. So we're right at close to 200 episodes of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. And I'm very excited and very happy to see what will happen on that anniversary episode. I don't know where we'll and when we'll be at that time, but I do know the anniversary episode is going to be tremendous, and it is going to be great officially. And don't forget that the Crafting Crawdad event next Saturday will take place at Southeast Community and Technical College in Cumberland, Kentucky. So next Saturday, the Captain Crawdad event at Southeast Kentucky Community College in Cumberland, Kentucky will take place from 4 until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in Tri-City, Kentucky or Hardin County, Kentucky, make sure you go visit that event, because they got some great local bands, and they got some great food, and they got some great entertainment there that you don't want to miss. In addition to that, be sure to still follow the NBA All-Star Weekend in Los Angeles, California for tonight and tomorrow night. Tonight should be the skills challenge, along with the 3-point shootout and dunk contest. And then Sunday, which is tomorrow, it's going to be Team USA versus the world. And don't forget the WNBA season will start on May 8th, 2026. Be sure to check the local listings in WNBA.com for exclusives and to see the full schedule of that. And also, the Winter Olympics are coming to an end. So next week, February the 22nd, will be the end of the Olympics. So by next Sunday, the Olympics will officially end for the Winter 2026 Olympics. Be sure to go to NBC Sports, and Peacock to see all the latest on who won the medals and all. Well, we got 2 more things to talk about. We're going to talk about Valentine's Day and the true meaning of Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day is all about love. It's all about showing your spouse and your partner love all over the world. Now, there's a lot of love. There's physical love, there's spiritual love, mental and emotional love. But for Valentine's Day, we show love in a lot of ways. We give our love chocolates, we give our love flowers, we give our love candy, we give our love sex, we give our love dinner dates, we give our love movies. Whatever the case is, however you choose to love, it's all about showing love at your fullest for that day. And I know a lot of couples and relationships are going to be out tonight for Valentine's Day. So I hope you all have a great Valentine's Day and enjoy your dinner dates, enjoy your movies, enjoy your sex, enjoy all of that for Valentine's Day. But no matter how you spend Valentine's Day, just remember this. The true meaning of Valentine's Day is all about showing love in the fullest, and just appreciating and adoring love, and just caring about love. Let your love know that, hey, I am here for you all the time, not just on Valentine's Day, but all the time. You know, we should show love every single day. And it's hard to do that because sometimes your love gets on your nerves. Sometimes your love will test you. Sometimes you need a break from your love. But at the end of the day, you should love your love at all times. Now I'll say this, to me, and just me, it should be a man and a woman and a man. Now we know in the world's perspective, in today's day and age, you will see a lot of women go with women. You'll see a lot of men go with men. You'll see a lot of lesbians, bisexuals. You'll see a lot of transgenders. You'll see a lot of that. But to me, and this is just me, I believe it should be a man and a woman and a man. Now, whatever you choose, whatever floats your boat, hey, that's you. Whatever you believe, that is you. I'm just saying, for me personally, it should be a man and a woman and a man. Now, I'll say this for me. My love, my physical love, all love all around has always been for women and ladies, and will always be for women and ladies all around the world. My love goes to all the women and ladies all around the world. Now, I love my brothers too. My brothers, I definitely love you. My brothers, you will always be loved by me, but you'll be loved by me in a spiritual sense, in a godly sense, in a brotherly sense. But as far as love making, physical love, that goes to the women and ladies. The physical love and real love goes to the women and ladies. And I definitely love all women and ladies all around the world. Whether you're Latina, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're international, whatever the case may be, I appreciate all women all around the world. Whether you're Indian, African, Canadian, French, it doesn't matter. I appreciate you all very, very much. And speaking of that, We've got Thunder in the building. We got Thunder in the building. Thunder, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in very, very much. Let me know how old you are and where you're from. That way we can shout you out properly. And it's so good to see you, Thunder. And Thunder, let me just say this. I do like your profile page. Your profile page is great. And I like the spelling of your name, Thunder. So I definitely appreciate that very much. But that's just my perspective on Valentine's Day and what Valentine's Day should be like, though. YouTube Live Nation Chat, if you're single or if you're taken, let me know. That way we can give greater props to you. Whether you're single or whether you're taken, everybody deserves to be loved all around the world. We all deserve love no matter what the case may be. And the greatest love of all is Jesus Christ, of course. God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost. That is the greatest love. But let's face it though, even though they have great love for us, our physical needs, that's just something that God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost cannot handle, is our physical needs. And you know what I'm talking about. Men, we need women. We need women. We need them in a huge way. And women need men too. Women need men too. But our physical needs, that's just something that God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost cannot do. I'm sorry, God. I love you, Jesus, and I love you, Holy Ghost. But when it comes to the physical needs, I need a woman. I need my beautiful women and ladies all around the world. I do. I was just saying, we all have needs. Our physical needs have to be met and taken care of. Well, top of that, we are going to our last topic for today. Our last topic for today is going to be about Miss Amazin. So, you all must be asking a question about who Miss Amazin is. I'll give you a description on who Miss Amazin is. Miss Amazin is very beautiful. Miss Amazin is adorable, sweet, kind, precious. She won't take no junk from anybody. She'll always stand up for her family. She loves God in a huge way. And she cares about the Lord. Loves serving the Lord. And she's all about taking care of her man. Satisfying her man's needs. Being there for her man. And with Miss Amazin, she matches Mr. Blazin. And Mr. Blazin is me. Hey, Mr. Blazin is me. You know, that's right. You know, I got that blue on. I got that blue on right here. So it's all about the blue in Mr. Blazin for me, though. But you gotta admit, though, this blue shirt is very nice. So this blue shirt is very nice, y'all. It is very nice. I'm just saying. But to be honest, and who really Miss Amazin is, I can't answer who really Miss Amazin is. I thought that I knew who Miss Amazin was, who Miss Amazin is going to be in my life, but I don't know, honestly. I may never have my Miss Amazin. And let's face it, though, we would love to see everybody in a relationship. We would love to see everybody married. We know that that's not going to be the case. We know everybody is not going to be married and not going to be in a relationship. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had 3 past relationships, and they've been great. But to have a long-lasting relationship, I have yet to experience. All my relationships have ended within a 4-month drought. Sad to say. Within 4 months, every one of them was broke off. It sucks. It really does, because sometimes it does suck to be single sometimes. Hang on a second, y'all. I got it. I got it. I got the bridge. I got the bridge. I got it. Okay, back to what I was saying. Yes. Sometimes, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great and it has its benefits of being single. You don't have to worry about much when you're single. And I do appreciate being single though, because I get all the women and ladies all around the world, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. And you get to look at every woman and a lady. But it does have its disadvantages of being single though, for real. I mean, because you're not home with somebody at night. You're not there to talk to somebody with. And on that note, it does suck. I'll say this though. Some of it is my fault because at an early age sometimes I did push a lot of women and ladies away on account of maybe I didn't know how to talk to them correctly when I was in school. And a lot of times I wanted to be just like all the other boys and men because I seen them in relationships, so I wanted to be in one too. And that maybe have drove the wedge between me and the women and ladies as far as relationship wise. But now I have gotten older, wiser, and better. A lot of it for me on the reason why that I've not been in a relationship, I'm not going to say successful relationship because I don't want to put it as a statistic. I don't ever want to put women as statistics. I don't ever want to put a relationship and marriage as statistics. I'll say this: the reason why that I've not been in a relationship and marriage is because of my career. My career in music has taken a lot of time. And when you're in the music industry, a lot of times you don't have time to date because you're on the road doing and performing music all over the world. And that has taken a lot of time away from me. Me being in the music industry, being a recording music artist, and a semi-indies retired recording music artist behind the scenes. So a lot of my career with that in the podcast and just shows in general has taken a lot of time. And all the reasons why that I've not been in a relationship. Some of it is because where I live in Harlan County, Kentucky, and there's a lot of women that would love to date me, that would love to go out with me, but they're far away. And because they're far away, I can't reach out and I can't be with them. And that sucks big time because there's a lot of women that would love to date me. But when you're far away, you can only do so much. I hope I get to a place where I can start traveling far away. That way I can be with a lot of women and ladies. But I'm just grateful for my life overall in general. And I'll also say this real quickly. Being in a relationship and marriage will be great. Personally, I would love for that, to be in a long-lasting relationship and to be in a marriage. I would love that personally. But if sex, relationship, and marriage is going to be an issue in my life, if that is going to be the cause of me going to hell, and as bad as I hate to say it, I don't need it. And I know it's not going to be popular for a lot of women to hear, and it's not going to be popular for the women and ladies, because a lot of women and ladies don't want to hear that. But I have to have Jesus in my life all the time. And heaven is my number one goal, to be in home someday. So personally, yes, a relationship and marriage will be great someday. Personally, yes. I love all women and ladies all around the world, all the time. But my relationship with Jesus Christ and being in heaven, oh, that's definitely a must. That is definitely a must. But we are just about out of time for the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 185. I definitely appreciate you very much. And Thunder, I definitely appreciate you stopping by so much. I love your name on here, and I love your profile picture. That is great. Thank you so much for stopping by. Not only that, but to everybody, and I mean everybody that has officially stopped by, I appreciate you all very, very much. Anybody that's tuned in from the previous recording to the live recording, I thank you all so much for tuning in. And to all the YouTube Live Nation chatters that have tuned in, I thank you all so much for tuning in. And when I see the YouTube Live Nation chat, I do see the following people. And just a second, and we're going to point to them real quickly. But before we do, I just want to say real quickly that be sure to follow me on Facebook and my regular page and Joseph James Holland. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page and Poncho Holland Vivo in order to receive live notifications and in order to join the YouTube Live Nation chat. Hello, Riley. It's so great to see you, Riley Macker. I know she's right next to me right there with her beautiful and fine self. Yes, she is. Well, from the YouTube Live Nation chat, I see S Thing Bing Boys. I see OMR. I see Stanley D. I see DTHS. And finally, I see Thunder. And once again, Thunder, I love your name on here and I love your profile picture. Now, be sure to subscribe to my Facebook fan page in Poncho Blazing ATM, where you can only subscribe to me for just 99 cents. Be sure to follow and like and subscribe to my mother, Prophetess Princess Holland, and Prophetess Princess Holland Vivo on YouTube and Facebook. Be sure to follow and like us at One Way Ministries and Global Force Records Incorporated, GFR Incorporated's YouTube and Facebook pages. And finally, be sure to follow and subscribe and like me on Zang, OnlyFans, TikTok, and Google. And I want to say this. Tonight will be the 186th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. You know what that means. We do it late at night. It's the late at night chant where it's all about hot, spicy, and sexy talk. So tonight's episode is going to be a very special episode. Be sure you come back for the 186th episode around like 10:30 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In addition to that, Global Force Records Incorporated's 2026 Valentine's Day musical performance took place last night on YouTube and Facebook. Be sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe, and check out that replay. In One Way Ministries' 10th year church anniversary took place last night on YouTube and Facebook. Be sure to go back and check out the replays of that on YouTube and Facebook as they had the church anniversary, 10-year church anniversary. But keep blazing. Always have God in your life no matter what. And I will see you all on the 186th episode later on tonight. Thunder, once again, it's great to see you on here. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the name on here very much, along with your profile picture. If I was able to show Riley Maggard over here, I would, but I don't know if she wants to be seen on here. Maybe in the future she does, but to everybody else, we'll see you all later. She is very beautiful. All right, I'm signing out as of right now.